Hello and welcome back to another stream. Today we're doing the OCML semifinals. We got Mayhem versus the Flashbangers. Our first map today is going to be the Hook 2024. Um, will be an interesting matchup here. Mayhem is ranked first, top of the bracket for these semifinals here, and Flashbanger is ranked fourth. This is, I believe, the first matchup of the round here, so it should be a really good one. Mayhem today has banned Rain and Arctic as their two picks for bans, and then on the other side, Flashbangers has banned USS Quest and Paintball. Mayhem is our home team for this matchup, so that means Flashbangers gets to pick side as long as Mayhem picks the map, which they did. So our maps today are the Hook, Aftermath, and Sand. And Mayhem picked the Hook and Sand, while Flashbangers picked the Aftermath. Should be an interesting matchup here. If you got predictions, drop them in the chat. Would love to hear them. So just let us know. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. Anyway, today for our Mayhem side, looks like we're just waiting on one in the lobby and then we can get started up. But on Mayhem, so far, we got Ghost, Haywire, Bubble, Peas Gaming, and Oaks. And then on Flashbanger side, we got Carson, Darren Clark, Raz, Tenet, and Bub. Should be a very good matchup. Bunch of good players in the lobby today. So, should be a really exciting one. Our first map will be the Hook. We're going to have the platform OBJ kind of in the middle of the map. It's a more exposed OBJ. It's a little hard to defend because there's not a lot of buildings around it. So we will have to see how Flashbangers can stop this Mayhem offense on round number 1. It will be a very interesting OBJ to defend and to attack. So it should be a good one here. And I believe there are going to be 3 other matchups in the semifinals. You got 2 matchups for Assault in OCML, and then 1 more after this one for Uplink in OCML. So it should be a really good semifinals. And I believe there is prizes in OCML. So if you haven't already, go join up and you can get the opportunity to win prizes. I think this season each team gets a certain amount of stocks, like gaming stock. Well, anyway, looks like we're getting started here. So let's jump right into it. Here we go. Flashbangers on offense. Looks like we got all 5 in here for them, and it looks like only 4 for Mayhem. Kind of an interesting play for Mayhem. I wonder if they're still waiting for that 5th or not. Spread out defense for Flashbangers. Raz kind of pushing up. Peas making an early push towards Uplink. Right up through the center in that lake. Mayhem did get that tunnel spawn. Peas is going to be in here. Raz will hear this. Valuable callouts that Peas can give. Carson going on a flank on that beach side. Haywire joining up with Peas. And Ghost all the way over there, kind of in that northern area, going for a north flank. Also, we do have one in the south on the Mayhem side at the beach. We'll go check up on that there. But I believe there is one. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, there's one right here. Oaks in the south. Haywire one takes out Bub. And it's already a 4v4. Good pick from Haywire, evening up for Mayhem, despite not having 5 for that round number 1. Let's look at this Flashbanger's defense here. After Bub got taken out, you do have Raz close on OBJ, kind of exposed, but it's a very good spot. We'll see if Peas can catch that or not. Peas right above him. No audio yet. Tenet just across, along with Darren. Raz has to have heard that tablet pull from Peas. I'm sure he knows that he's there. And Peas drops directly into Raz's line of sight. And Peas has been taken out. Carson takes out Oaks.
-1.
And the Flashbangers have the advantage back. 3v2. Haywire looking for Carson. He does not get him a nade. It's a little short. Still ends on that ledge just behind the box. Good nade from Carson, just not quite far enough. Another nade thrown from Tennant. Would have hit him if he was still there. Haywire and Ghost kind of split up here. They do know where Haywire is. Carson attempting a flank maybe. Could not get through that little gap there. So we will go kind of through this main area. We'll see if Haywire expects this or not. He does know he is over there, though. They both exchange shots at each other. So we'll see if he realizes that or not. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Plenty of time for Mayhem still. Ghost looks like he's going to come meet up with Haywire and attempt a two-man push. Or maybe not. Just exchanging call-outs, kind of. They did come closer together, though. Carson still on this flank. It seems like he does know where they are still. And this could be very dangerous for Mayhem. Not a lot of time to spare. Minute 57, and Carson is running. Ghost taking pop shots. Uplink is kind of open here. Tenet gets a pick on Haywire. Uplink is pretty exposed. Ghost could cap this. Darren still off of the uplink. Tenet on it, but can't fully see it there. If Ghost drops down, he could definitely see this. Carson still on that flank. He must still think someone's over there. Darren in that doorway. He can be seen. He does catch Ghost. Beautiful pick from Darren. And Flashbangers take round number 1. Amazing picks from Flashbangers on that last round. Kind of unfortunate for Mayhem not having that 5th player. And it seems like they still do not have a 5th man in the lobby. So they might have to play this with just the 4 of them. Unfortunate for Mayhem. But Flashbangers taking advantage of that, getting those early picks and really securing that uplink. It was kind of open at the end there. However, they did manage to get a line on Ghost at the end and take him out. So beautiful job from Flashbangers in round number 1. Now we will have Mayhem on our defensive side. We'll see if they switch it up a little bit. Flashbangers seem to be pretty aggressive. They kind of spread out a lot more. And then Mayhem took a really slow push. So we'll see if those sides kind of are the same. Like Mayhem has a really tight, kind of slow offense versus Flashbangers having a faster push, or if or if they'll do something kind of different. But let's get right into it. Here we go. We got round number 2 coming right up.
I can either play for south or center, doesn't matter.
Let's help each other center. Let's help each other center.
Okay, where do you want me at?
He's going to cover that east side by that wall there, maybe even go further south. Ghost and Haywire pushing out kind of quick here. Raz coming across that lake. You see some crossed lasers here. Nobody will get picked, though. Raz gets past. I don't know if Haywire saw that or not. It seems he did. He did give a good call out. Great call out from Haywire. Oaks takes out Raz. We do have a strong 3-man push kind of on the beach here from Flashbangers. It's already a 4v3. These are the only 3 left here for Flashbangers. And we do have Peas in a beautiful spot over here. Behind the cannon, he can kind of look over this he's barely taller than it, and he kind of blends in. So beautiful angle from Peas. He could catch Tenet or Bub peeking out there. Carson perched up in one of these little apartment buildings, kind of in this general area here, trying to find an angle on Haywire. Will not catch him, though, as long as he doesn't expose.
It's safe to do so, but if you have to overextend for it, I prefer you alive.
He's tucking in. Good idea. Just going to wait for that Flashbangers push. They know that they're over there due to Haywire's angle all the way across. I mean, Haywire was holding... Look at this angle by Haywire. Just beautiful angle. He sees all that cross going to that west. What an angle from Haywire. So they should know that Flashbangers still have 3 people up in this southeast area. He's still tucked in. Bub and Tennant making that slow push. Similar to what Mayhem did. Maybe even a little bit slower. Kind of an interesting push. And nade comes out. It takes out Carson. Beautiful nade from Ghost. Wow. Great nade. Carson could give some callouts. I don't know if Ghost knows that if he's down or not. Ghost is going to swing that corner. He doesn't finish Carson, though.
They flashed, but they didn't push on it. I might have hit him with a nade, but I can't confirm.
Ghost indeed did hit him with that nade. Except he does not know. Carson kind of fell right in between those boxes there. Might be hard to finish. Peas with an angle. Peas taking out Tenet. Could catch another one.
Yeah, I killed one. There's another one.
A nade just a little bit short. Ghost finishes off Carson. It's all left up to Bub. A 4v1. Beautiful defense from Mayhem. Really holding it down here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Plenty of time for Bub. Except I don't know if he'll get this. It's just too many people. A nade or a flash coming out. Doesn't catch anybody. A nade. And it's a trade between Ghost and Bub. Mayhem take round 2. What a round from Mayhem there, keeping every player up until that last trade there with Bub at the end. Beautiful nade from Ghost too onto Carson there. Could not have been better. Great round from Mayhem. Tying it up 1-1. Flashbangers back on defense for this next round. Mayhem still with 4 members. Kind of unfortunate there. Hopefully they can get in a 5th for map 2 or 3 if it comes to that. So, and if you guys are new to Onward, most leagues are 3 maps for either assault or uplink. And it's first to win 2 maps. Usually you still play that 3rd map for a boost in your MMR ranking. However, I do not know if they will play that or not for the semifinals, depending how the first 2 maps go. Looks like we are going to get started with round number 3 here on the Southeast OBJ. Flashbangers on defense. Let's get some last few details of that plan there. And Bub and Darren splitting off along with Tenant and Raz. Carson taking the south for himself. Our uplink is in this building. I believe you can cap from this outer wall here. Very exposed uplink. You kind of really need to lock that down.
Did you get him?
Nobody down yet. Seems they just missed a couple shots on the guy there. Good lines from Mayhem at the start, though. They're in. Taking out Haywire. What a spot from Carson, by the way. I mean, look at that. That would be very hard to kill unless you have a nade. I'm sure Oaks carries at least a nade on him, though. Probably a nade and a flash or something, if I would guess. Mayhem, very heavy nade team. Very good with their nades. So you really got to watch out for that if you're the enemies. Oaks moving up through the southern tunnel push. Versus Ghost and Peas. Peas already getting pretty close to uplink. He could spot Tenet if Tenet peeks. Looking for that spot. Oh, just getting out of Tenet's view there. Peas with good lines onto uplink. Make sure those rooms are all clear. Darren spot covering this kind of northern push. Could catch Ghost. Never mind. Ghost is going to rotate onto that roof there. Peas will take out Bub. Beautiful pick for Peas. Ghost up on the roof above Darren. Looting that dead teammate's body. A nade does come out. Doesn't quite hit anybody. Darren staying tucked. Tenet spots Peas on the roof. Good pick from Tenet. And Oaks slowly making his way in. Raz with the line across those 2 front doors, though. That'll be hard to get by. Oaks going for a swim. We'll shoot a little flare in there. Could blind the flashbangers a little bit. Oaks and Ghost moving together through this front entrance to the southeast kind of village area here. Tenet resituating himself in those buildings. Raz still with a beautiful angle. And Darren not going for a rotation quite yet. Except look at Carson all the way in the south going for a flank. He could catch Oaks if he keeps going. Or Ghost. Oh, he is going to catch Ghost. Beautiful pick from Carson. What a shot. Oaks now does have to look out for that flank. He knows he's back there. Carson could be in trouble, though, if Raz and Tennant get taken out here. But this is not good for Mayhem. And Oaks gets taken out by Raz. Good picks from Flashbangers, taking round number 3. Beautiful round from Flashbangers there on round number 3. If you're just tuning in, don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on those notifications. I would really appreciate it. That helps me out a lot. Thank you guys for jumping in. Hope you enjoy this matchup. Semi-finals between Mayhem and Flashbangers. We are going to be going into round 4 for our next round here. Mayhem will be on our defensive side, along with Flashbangers taking the Marsoc or offense. Same uplink in the southeastern courtyard. Will be an interesting one. Kind of an interesting push from Mayhem there. Still only with 4 players. Just quite could not find a 5th. And kind of a unfortunate turn of events. That is good for Flashbangers, though. It does sway in their favor, helping out not having to take out 5 people every round, just 1 less. And they are taking advantage of that, taking 2 of the first 3 rounds. We're going to be getting right into round 4 here, though. It looks like we're loading in. And here we go. Could follow the shark a little bit. We'll go spectate Mayhem instead.
Always part of the plan.
Oaks possibly rotating towards that north. Peas staying right on their spawn there. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good spot there. Watching that south. I don't know if Flashbangers will expect that if they decide to go for that route. Ooh, quick nades. Ooh, close to Ghost. Doesn't quite hit him, though. Bub already pushing up along that south. Oaks might have to be careful here. Doesn't want to get too exposed. Otherwise, he could get caught. Trying to get up on that rock. I don't know how far you can get. It looks like he might have found that. They're still going, actually. Wow, he can get really far up on there. Wow, good pick from Oaks. He does take out Darren. Could catch Bub. He does. Beautiful picks from Oaks. I did not know you could get all the way up there. What a spot. And it's a 3v3 already. Flashbangers does take out Peas. Evening it out. Still plenty of time. 4.5 minutes. Raz trying to look for an angle on that uplink. Mayhem should really focus on that spot there. That spot could be very dangerous. And Haywire with an angle. Just misses Raz. So close. Fortunate for Raz. Oh, nade! He doesn't connect. What? Oh my god, that nade was so close. Raz is so very lucky. And we are still a 3v3. Ghost looking for that pick on Raz. He will catch him through the boxes. What a shot. He is only down, though. Carson possibly looking for a revive. Raz giving good callouts. Tennant taking over the south.
You have a couple on wall. Sounds like you might have downed one.
Good call it on that down.
There's another one up on the wall.
Ghost will try to get that finish, possibly. He will have to hurry up, though. Or Carson can't quite get it, though.
On like the roof, not the wall yet.
Ghost won't quite catch it.
Of the second story of the building on the right and the building on the left.
Can't quite get that finish through those crates there.
If you come up top, there's a guy sitting on the stairwell on the building on the right.
2.5. It's unknown. We need to make sure we have like caps and check covered.
Yeah, just kind of watching for you to come get me.
Raz
It's not capped.
Carson
There's another guy straight.
getting that res, and it's going to be a 3v3 again. Will Mayhem have another nade? They do have to make sure that OBJ is covered. Looks like Mayhem kind of moving up. Could get spotted by Carson if they're not careful. Oaks also opting for a rotation. He could catch Tenet. Going back up on that rock to possibly look for Raz. But Carson takes out Ghost. And Tenet could take out Oaks if he swings the corner right here. This could be a huge pick. And Tenet does take him out. It's all left up to Haywire. A nade coming out. Doesn't quite catch Haywire, though. Another nade. Also misses. Flashbangers gets the pick up 3-1. Beautiful round for Flashbangers. What a round from Flashbangers on round number 4 there. Really taking over that uplink and surrounding it well. Unfortunate for Ghost there, I believe. He could not quite finish off Raz, and Carson just getting that res. And then Tenet sneaking around in the south, catches Oaks, trying to rotate back to uplink. And then they all just got picked off one by one on uplink. Great push from Flashbangers, leaving them with 3 up at the end. What a round. Flashbangers will be on this Volk push for the next round, so they could seal the deal with a Volk win here. Otherwise, Mayhem could make a comeback if Flashbangers does not hold it down. Flashbangers is in a great spot, though. It's a good chance for them to really get ahead in this matchup. Looks like we are going to be getting into round number 5 in this Northwest Courtyard OBJ. Still 5 up on this Flashbanger side here. Bub going for a common spot up on this kind of balcony area here. Carson looking like he might join him. Tenet and Raz staying on uplink. It looks like Darren will be our first person to get some engagement. Haywire making that cross. Oh, Marksman has jumped in for Mayhem. Making that a 5th. Wow. I have not seen Marksman in forever, it feels like. Former Raptors player.
It's just one, I'm not that worried about it. If it's multiple, then we're not issues.
Lucky for Mayhem that they do get that fifth player in. Look at this angle from Tenet. That will take out both of them, surely, if they aren't looking out for it. What an angle. Oh my gosh. Let's go take a closer look at that. Laying behind this building, looking under the stalls, you can see all the way across on that exit. And Mayhem might have some big problems with this cross here. Darren getting a little peeky maybe. Haywire exposing the Tenet, and he does get taken out. Raz taking out Ghost too. Darren in that building gets taken out by Marksman. Beautiful pick. And he will go for a rotation, avoiding Tenet's line. Great idea. That is a very good spot by Tenet over there. And it's a 3v4. Mayhem really needs to... Oh, a nade! A nade takes out Tenet! Wow, I didn't catch that. Sorry about that, guys. But Tenet with a beautiful nade on the Marksman. And it's all left up to 2 on Mayhem. Flashbangers just so close
Yeah, they killed
to
them.
taking map 1 here.
The
This
big
could
one.
be a huge
Careful, there's a tight window on
advantage
that left window on the second
against the
floor.
#1 team in OCML right now. Tenet in that window. P's looking for him though. Can't quite get an angle. Bub's still in that pretty common spot on the balcony. Oaks takes out Tenet. What a pick. All this up to Raz, Bub, and Carson on the Flashbanger side. And this is going to be really close.
So I'm going to come out through cave.
Ooh, Oaks going for a rotation. Needs to watch out for Carson, though, because Carson looks like he is rotating back to the spot, watching the cave. Not good for Oaks. He will rotate into the stalls, though. Interesting play from Carson. Oaks really needs to be careful. Ooh. We got some onward timing going on here. Carson rotating all the way back to uplink. Now if he goes back and looks in that spot that Tenet was in at the start, I believe, he could be in lots of danger because Oaks closing in on that northern push. C4 is coming out. And nades. More nades. And a flash. Not going to catch anybody, though. He's narrowly avoiding. He could catch Bub. He does. What a pick. And it's a 2v2. Mayhem very much back in this. Carson having to heal himself. Dangerous spot from Oaks, though. All of that is penetratable.
I might have just killed one.
Carson is going to... And it's a trade. Beautiful trade from Oaks. All left up to Peas. 40 seconds left. And it's a trade, but it goes to Mayhem! And they're still in it! What a lucky trade from Mayhem. What a beautiful trade there at the end. And Mayhem just barely hanging on. They get 2 trades at the end, and they take a second point, and they're still very much in this. Mayhem is going to be out of Volk for this next round. And it will be a 5v5 now for every round going forward, as long as everything goes to plan for both these teams. And wow, 34 seconds left on the clock, and Flashbangers just couldn't quite hold on. Beautiful job from Mayhem, though, really closing in, getting those picks on Flashbangers, and then getting those trades. Sometimes that's all that it comes down to. Just those lucky trades in the game. Kind of a 50-50, whoever gets that round win. Sometimes it will go to the team with the host, though, which in this case it did, paying off for Mayhem. We will be getting to round number 6 on the same uplink.
Can I make it over here? Can I make it through here? Without dying? Shit, we're about to find out. Shit.
He's going for a hard push. Haywire trying to follow, gets taken out by Tenet though, and Razel sticks out Oaks. And Mayhem only left up to 3. That is not good. He's with a beautiful angle, could catch Bub if he's not careful. So this might be our next conflict here. Ghost and Marksman trying to cover that uplink. And Flashbanger still have 5 up.
Hey, slow down. Slow down.
Getting 2 of those Mayhem players in the first 30 seconds. Huge picks. Peas let Bub get past. Uh-oh. He does take him out, though. Good pick from Peas. A nade comes out from Ghost. Doesn't quite land, though. Will land right behind Raz. So close. Ghost going for a rotation. Trying to get away from that more common spot. Ooh, this is an interesting angle here. You can look under that ramp and still see almost all of the same stuff, except it might not be quite as expected. P's still in that kind of market over here. And it's a trade. 3v2. He's kind of getting Mayhem back in this race, though. They could very well hold it down. Ghost exposing a lot on that ledge. Could get shot, though. Heavy Graz also very exposed. Lucky for Peas getting that trade, making it a 2v3 a little bit easier for his Mayhem teammates. Marksman on uplink, holding that kind of northern or western side, I guess you could say. Raz taking some pop shots, won't catch anyone. Ghost trying to get a pick there. Can't quite see Raz, though. Oh, so close. A little under 3 minutes for Flashbangers. Still a lot of time. Raz still very exposed up on that building there. And Carson looking for a rotation, trying to get the backside of uplink defended. But Marksman looking directly at that. Could catch him. Let's see who sees each other first. And it will be Marksman taking him out, making it 2v2 with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. The odds are not looking so good for Flashbangers. Marksman jumping in may have just been the savior for Mayhem, making it a 5v5 a little bit easier to win each round. And Ghost takes out Darren, and it's a 2v1. Flashbangers with 5 up at the start, with 3 Mayhem players down, and a 5v3, and they don't hang on. Ghost finding that last pick on Raz, tying it all up, going into round number 7 on the hook. What a round for Mayhem. Getting a chance to tie it up, and they do. Looks like we are going to be going into a 7th round on a new uplink with Flashbangers defending this time. Kind of a more open uplink. Some say it's one of the harder ones to defend due to it being wide in the open and having 3 pretty prominent entrances that you can really take over quite easily. Some say even maybe 4 entrances. You kind of have a beach entrance, like a center market entrance, and then you have that northern or kind of western entrance that you can come through. So we will have to see how Flashbangers will be able to defend this uplink. It looks like we are going to load right into it. And it looks like, here we go, round number 7 on hook. Still the same lineup for Flashbangers here. It looks like Carson might be pushing out. The other 4 spreading out on uplink. And look at this line. Early line from Ghost. He's taking out Darren. Lots of action in the north. Oaks already moving in. Very quick push. Could catch Bub if he's not careful. Getting into that building. No windows though. Except for on that 2nd floor. There was a nade out. Doesn't quite catch Raz. Carson possibly might have to rotate back. Good angle from Haywire. Making sure nobody runs out of that middle kind of entrance area. Oaks. With a great early spot.
The guy that was near me
Could
sprinted
catch-
off when he heard me pull a nade.
Could catch Tenet. And he does. Beautiful pick. It's a 5v3. This is not good for Flashbangers. Carson needs to rotate back. Otherwise, the cap could go out. Carson very far away from uplink. Raz takes out Oaks, though, with a nade. Fully killing him. Wow. Great nade. Tossing it in that window. Taking that out. Sorry, I missed that. Another nade there from Ghost. Will not catch Raz, though. It's a 4v3. Peas and Marksman. I don't know if they'll expect Carson. And they won't. Marksman gets taken out, but Peas gets that refrag. It's a 3v2. And Mayhem has control of the beach. Not good. Raz can clearly see, or Raz can clearly be seen from the beach. Oh, there we go. He is tucking it. Good rotation from Raz there. More smokes coming out from Mayhem. Still plenty of time left. P's making that rotation. And it's still anybody's game. Pop shots coming out from Ghost. Won't quite catch anybody. A nade coming out. Also won't catch anybody. Raz going for that quick peek. He will get heard by Haywire. And he gets caught. It's all off to Bub. 3 lasers on Bub. Raz only downed. I think they know Bub is there. He has a C4 in hand, but does get caught by Haywire, and Mayhem makes the comeback. Wow. What a comeback. I'll put the stats on the screen for you guys just real quick here. You can pause the video if you would, or the live stream if you would like, but we are going to be getting into a map number 2 here. Beautiful map from Mayhem. What a map from Mayhem there. Sorry about that. What a map from Mayhem there. Taking that last round to secure Hook. Getting that comeback. Marksman jumping in. And then it just went all downhill from there from Flashbangers. From that one trade to have Mayhem stay in it. Really Mayhem dominating those last couple rounds, and Flashbangers just really couldn't do anything. Beautiful comeback from Mayhem, and now Flashbangers is in trouble going into their map. They will start on Marsoc, switching it up a little bit. Man, what a cast so far. This matchup has been so very close. Thank you for jumping into the chat. I appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. We will have Aftermath for our next map, though. Kind of a smaller map. Very quick paced. So we'll see how that pays off for Flashbangers. We'll see if they live up to their name. Could be very useful with a bunch of flashes on map number 2. In the meantime, we are going to go to a quick little break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Prepare to die. 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 Prepare to die.
Welcome back to map 2 Aftermath. Looks like we are just going to be waiting for one more on Mayhem's side. Hopefully you guys stay tuned. But it looks like we do have Void jumping into the chat. Looks like he's rooting for Mayhem today. So we'll see if they win or not. Looks like Mayhem did get their 5th in. Same rosters. Just a reminder, on the Flashbanger side, we got Tennant, Darren Clark, Bub, Raz, and Carson. And then on the Mayhem side, we have Ghost, Marksman, Haywire, Peas, and Oaks. So it should be a very good. We should be getting started any minute here. Yeah. Our next map is Aftermath. Kind of a very small map. There is 3 kind of main big points to watch on this map. You have 3 like pretty big warehouses, and then you got kind of a 2 larger courtyards, and it's all separated by one alleyway in the middle. So it's kind of a more interesting map. One of the smaller ones in this map pool for uplink though. So we'll be kind of interesting. So we did have a drop on Oaks. So hopefully he can jump back in here any second. And yeah, here I will take us into the game. Oh, it looks like we're going to start without Oaks, maybe? Yeah, looks like we might have to start without Oaks. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Kind of some interesting. Timer did go off, but it looks like it was stopped just in time. So maybe we are still going to wait up for Oaks. But let's get right into it here. I'll show you kind of a layout of the map. All right, here is our map. You do have these three big warehouses. One kind of looks like it got blown up a little bit there. And then you got the two larger courtyards separated by this kind of container alley. Yeah, it is kind of a larger map. They usually spawn in the same general areas, kind of across the map from each other. But yeah, these rounds will go quite quick normally, and Volk is kind of forced to be more aggressive. And the amount of cap spots that are in here, I think you can cap along any of these boxes on this OBJ. So it will be interesting to see how Mayhem does defend it for round number 1. Here, let's check on Oaks. Let's see if he's back or not yet. Looks like they're still waiting on that 5th there for Mayhem. We'll see if they have to play with 4 or not. But yeah, kind of a very it's a well-designed map. Lots of details to it. You got kind of little skinny alleyways between each of these warehouses too, where you can see all the way down. Yeah, kind of very detailed. It looks like we are going to get started. Mayhem still with. Oh no, Mayhem did. Oh, Mayhem bringing in James Boak, captain of Mayhem, able to jump in. And we'll see if that changes anything for them.
No, we need to. If we want to get
Gonna go left side.
OBJ building, we have to enter in through left.
Okay. Why do I have music playing? Do you have music playing?
Yeah, it's just like the lobby. It's a swamp boogie map. You know how it goes.
Oh! A nade takes out James! Still a 5v5. A nade comes out from James. Doesn't quite hit anybody, though. Still 5 up for both teams. Early nades on both sides. Darren and Tennant trying to get an angle on Ghost inside that building. James rotating out into the hallway. He could get naded again. Kind of exposed by a lot of nades there. Peas takes out Raz, making it a 5v4. Oh, Ghost does take himself out with a nade. And a flash thrown by Bub. Gets taken out by James Boak, though. Beautiful pick from James. He is only down, though. Will not be able to get that finish. Peas does get taken out. A nade coming out. Oh, it kills James through the pallets. I think it landed behind the pallets there. What a nade from Carson. He will be able to get this res now. Marksman going for a swing. A nade on top of the crate. Just barely misses Carson. Another flash comes out. And Carson is also flashed. P's only downed. Marksman looking for Carson. Ooh, Tennant not
Creeping
going
mid,
for that finish.
Creeping mid. Right outside the doorway, right outside the doorway. Coming to confirm me now.
One dead inside.
Tennant takes out another.
Doorway now.
It's all left up to Ghost. He gets taken out by Carson. Flashbangers make that comeback, taking round number 1. Beautiful start from Flashbangers on round number 1 of map 2. Could not have really gotten much better there. And Dodo Bird jumping into the chat as well. Thank you guys for jumping in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on those notifications. I would really appreciate that if you did. Yeah, still, that was a pretty quick round, only taking a little over 2 minutes for that entire round there. So very quick gameplay. Lots of nades. James both gets naded twice. Kind of unfortunate, but beautiful push from Flashbangers, really taking over that center area, taking out Peas, and that, and then whoever was in the kind of uplink building looking through that window. Beautiful picks though from Flashbangers. What a round. This time we will have Mayhem on our offense side. Let's get right into it for round number 2 on map number 2.
Good Marsoc.
Here we go. Looks like Razantan headed towards uplink. Carson Darren splitting off. Bub also going towards uplink. Nade's coming out in the doorway. Doesn't catch anybody though. They do stay back. Bub downs Ghost with a nade.
Oh, there's no way they don't see my body.
Great nade there. One Flashbangers member fully taken out, along with one Mayhem member. Tenet looking. What a line from Tenet.
Why are we just running and doing dumb shit?
I free roamed it, okay? I know. And he's on the angle that I was just gonna pre-fire.
Oh.
Maybe minus, I don't know. Like literally 0.
Goes with some more pre-fresh. He does spot Tenet. Doesn't quite catch him though. And Bub all the way in the back, looking for that long angle. Still no picks. It's a 4v4. Bub with that angle. Could catch Ghost. Ghost barely escapes that alleyway though. I don't know how much util is left from either teams. A bunch of smokes were thrown.
There's one close left inside this door.
Daves gets hit once.
There's one safe.
Darren getting a pick there. But Marksman gets the refrag. Back to a 3v3.
Yep, killed him.
There's plenty of time left.
Need to go confirm. Can't see him.
2 minutes. Marksman making sure that kill is finished. James getting downed and finished by Raz. Oh wait, it goes down uplink? Ghost was on uplink. Tenet didn't quite catch that. It could have been really bad for Flashbangers. But it is all left up to Marksman. Still 3.5 minutes on the clock. Plenty of time. All members of Flashbangers inside that uplink building. Raz could be seen here, but he does have a good angle. Could catch Marksman as well. Oh, look at this. I didn't know there's a boxing ring in here. That's kind of cool. Kind of a very creative design for the map maker. I do not remember who made this map though. So, Raz, I believe he did hear Marksman looking for that pick. Marksman does escape Raz's angle though. but he does get taken out. And Flashbangers up 2-0. Beautiful round from Flashbangers. Really taken back some of these rounds, not letting that comeback from Mayhem affect them at all on the hook. So very good gameplay though, really dominating this small map. Mayhem may not be used to these kind of smaller maps. It seems like they are kind of a more long-range team. So huge advantage from Flashbangers. Our next OBJ will be in the west, kind of in the larger of the two courtyards, I believe. Or actually, they're about the same size, but in the west courtyard, in between two kind of blown up buildings, and kind of two angles to get into for Marsoc. Might be a little bit harder to get to uplink unless you have a lot of smokes on this one. So it'll be interesting. Flashbangers on offense. And we are going to be getting right into it here. Round number 3 on Aftermath.
Careful, so we need to not leave the headman. Learning about the map. Goodness, two things.
I know. Next to each other.
Yeah, right? And we're not doing
Oop, sorry about that, guys. Looks like there was a little bit of a leg spike in the lobby there. Nades coming out from Flashbangers. Don't catch anybody this time, though. Haywire getting up to that spot. Another nade. Not gonna catch Darren. Looks like everybody is safe from the nades this time. Peas could encounter at least one here. Oh, what a C4 from Peas.
Close.
And a flash. They're going to get that res. Peas gets taken out. Going for that. He does get flashed, though. Unfortunate for Mayhem. Ghost looking for those picks that Peas just missed out on there. Good rotation from Ghost. Realizing that his teammate went down over there. Lots of open ground here for Flashbangers to attack. Ooh, he's lucky he rotated. That nade would have definitely hit him there. Beautiful nade. Ghost making more rotations. Raz could hear this inside of that warehouse there. Ghost making more rotations. Just knocked out just in time.
Holy fuck, I'm bad at aiming!
Is that a nade? Does catch Bub. Can he catch Carson too? He does not. Carson. Another flash. More flashes. He's going to go back for that res. Another flash, though. My lord. It's still a 3v3 despite 2 nade kills from Mayhem. Boke scrambling, looking for those two people still on the north side of the map. He does get taken out by Bub, though. Great pick.
Push, come back.
Not good for Mayhem. They do take out one, though, to even it up.
He's on me.
Marksman getting a spot on that uplink. Making sure nobody gets the chance to get that cap. Bub crawling up in the north. He could get spotted by Haywire if he's not careful. Haywire with a great angle. Oh my, that is a beautiful angle. He just has to hold that down. Carson on the other side of uplink, closer to Marksman. Nobody really looking for him. Bub waiting for a peek from Mayhem.
He's calling on me.
I don't think he'll go for that, though. Bub looks like he may make the peek here. And it's a trade.
Trade. Someone more.
They're going back for that res. Good res there from Marksman, making this a 2v1. Carson running out of time. Only a minute and 15 left on the clock. He does need to hurry up.
Actually, never mind.
Carson going all the way around. Interesting push. Actually, he is going to attempt a south push. Same area that he was in before. Haywire looking for a pick in the south. He did not quite make it that far yet, though. Oh, look at this line from Marksman. That will hold it down and seal it. I think Mayhem will take round 3 here. Carson, less than 30 seconds. Not a lot of time on the clock. He did hear that beep. 18 seconds left. And he is going to run out of time. 10 seconds. Carson just taking a little bit too long. Looks like he does run out of time. Not good. Flashbangers. Beautiful hold from Mayhem, getting a couple of those night kills, but they all got rezzed. So having to win their gun battles just barely takes it. Getting that res at the end, making it 2v1. And then Carson running out of time. I don't know if he realized that he was out there, but not great. Looks like the Onward Custom Map League YouTube account jumping in. If you are in the chat, go drop them a follow. I'm sure they would really appreciate that. It's a great league. If you're not already in it, go take a look. They do uplink and assault, all custom maps, just like the name. And yeah, and it seems for the season they do have prizes, so a little incentive to play more. Looks like we will be getting into round number 4 here on Aftermath. Here we go. Flashbangers on defense, Mayhem on offense. Same uplink. We'll see if more nades go out on this. Ghost going for a quick push. Could catch Bub. Not quite.
The end of this, tunnel.
C4! Oh my god, beautiful C4 takes out Ghost.
Oh.
More nades coming out. That is going to finish Ghost. Peas
There's one near.
finishing him off himself before anybody else gets him there. Had to make sure he gets that team kill. Darren kind of tucked in, not a great angle though. Could be a little surprise flank though if they get past them there. Could catch a few Mayhem players there in the back. Have a little quick peek from Peas there, checking if anyone's down that alleyway. Don't believe he saw anybody. Looks like he's holding a nade there. Yes, he is. Ooh, a little short. Lucky for Carson. Haywire searching for Darren. He knows he's there.
Clear.
Close left, I'm not sure, but directly to left is clear.
Oh, look at this angle from Darren. Oh, I thought that was a nade. They're not going to catch him on that cross. Haywire fully kills Raz with a nade. They don't know Darren's there. This could be really bad for Mayhem if they're not careful. Darren's still not peeking though. Marksman's going to get past.
North or north.
I don't know what to do here.
He will get taken out by Carson.
Alright, how did he uplink?
There's only one left. Left up to Haywire. 6 kills, only 2 deaths. Very good KD. I'll see if he can hold this down here. Plenty of time. Oh. Darren will catch him on that angle there. Flashbangers taking round number 3. What a round for Flashbangers there. I think I said round 3. That was round 4 if you're just tuning in. Flashbangers are up 3-1. Except they cannot get too excited here because last time they were up 3-1, Mayhem had a crazy comeback on the hook. So they still got to watch out for that. Mayhem will be on Volk this time, though. So they could get a round back here. We'll be switching objectives. Not very far from the last one, though. Probably just, yeah, really like not far at all. Could see a very similar defense, if not the same defense, for the last one as we do this one. Very close. That last round taking a little over 2.5 minutes there. Looks like we are going to be getting into round number 5, I believe. So let's get right into it.
Watch the pre-names.
Yeah. Oh, like,
Yes. Looks like the only real sneak spot they can cap is.
Yeah. Don't put yourself against the back wall.
James looks like he'll be sitting on alpha. Nate comes out, doesn't catch anybody though. P's the only one pushed up on Mayhem's side. Darren making a quick push right to that spot that he was in before.
I hear you.
Tennant taking out James Boak in the back. Beautiful pick onto Mayhem's captain there. That could be very devastating for Mayhem. Needing a round win here. Peas with a beautiful angle. Could catch Raz if he tries to peek in there. Oh, smoke. Hits the wall though. Peas taking out Raz. Unfortunate smoke for Raz there. Sure he would have got hit either way though. Looks like that smoke was trying to be thrown further into the room. Peas rotating to this kind of north side of the warehouse. Not a lot of doors. Only one door. Is it only one door? No, two doors into the warehouse. Is what it looks like here. He's taking advantage of that smoke, rotating across the room. Maybe flashbangers will not expect this. They do have to take him out though before they move any further, unless they go around that north side. But Ghost waiting for them. Anxiously, Marksman in the same spot that he was before, kind of sitting on this rubble pile. Good spot there. Blends in. Sorry about that. Plenty of time left still for flashbangers. All they need is one more round. They can tie it up 1-1 in these maps. They are already doing pretty good versus this #1 ranked team.
He's down.
And then sneaking up on this middle building. Peas may have heard a step there. Immediately focusing attention on that main doorway. Marksman covering this alleyway, this in the side doorway here, so Peas can't get hit from through that window there. Beautiful angle. Tennant looking for Peas. He's on that side of the room. He does take out Bub. Could catch another one though. He doesn't throw it out the door. Instead, runs for it. And Tenet gets that refrag. Mayhem. It's a 3 versus 2 in Mayhem's favor here. They need this round win. Otherwise, this map will be over. Plenty of time left on the clock. Still a minute and 20 seconds. They do have to get past Haywire here. Haywire with a beautiful angle on the south push. Tennant and Carson taking it very slow. They got to really watch their time, though. They do not want to run out of time again. Losing 2 rounds off of time would not be a good scenario for them. Only 50 seconds left on the clock. They really do need to speed it up a little bit here. Haywire. $30 seconds left. These players will hear the beep on their watches. Oh, that had to have caught both of them. A flashback, though, catches Haywire. 13 seconds. Carson is once again going to run out of time.
He's on the wall.
And he does get killed with 0 seconds left on the clock. Wow. What a scrim it has been. Flashbangers were up 3-1 on the hook, and then Mayhem with a beautiful comeback, really securing that map down. And now we are on Aftermath. Same scenario, Flashbangers up 3-1. Mayhem holding a Volk to make that 3-2. And Flashbangers running out of time. Both rounds that they have lost to Mayhem on Aftermath. Kind of a very unfortunate there. Taking just a little bit too much time on those offensive pushes. But very good holds for Mayhem. Not getting too aggressive when that beeper clicks. Really, you gotta just tuck in and hold those angles. And that is just what they have done. Looks like our top fraggers for our team on Flashbangers, it is Carson going 7-2, and then on Mayhem, it's Haywire 8-4. It looks like we are going to be getting into round number 6 here. Let's get it. Here we go, round number 6. Looks like a heavy 4-man push for Mayhem, all going into that warehouse almost. Getting protected from those mates. C4 out. Darren doesn't blow it up. Oh, there it goes. Just a little bit too early. Lucky for Marksman. Darren going out. Looking for that kill. He does take one out. He takes 2 out. Oh my gosh. Great picks from Darren. Making this a 4v3 real quick. Unfortunate for Mayhem. Wow, what a pre-fire. Running around that corner. Pre-firing that corner. Taking out one. And taking out another. Wow, that must have been a headshot right there. Unfortunate for Mayhem. Nice angle from Tenet. Manages to clip
He crossed
Ghost.
over. I can't tell if he went boxing ring or if he went left.
Did get hit. Still alive though. Kind of some quick action here for Mayhem. Speeding it up a little bit. Bub rotating back to cover this north angle. Kind of in the open though. Could get naded. Carson taking down Haywire. This is not looking good for Mayhem. A C4 going out. Oh, Ghost is lucky. Doesn't quite catch him. And a nade, perfectly cooked. Bub rotating just in time. Still only left up to Boke and Ghost. Oh, here comes a nade. Where's it gonna go? Oh, it's a smoke. If it was a nade, though, it would have killed him. Oh, he should have thrown the nade in the same spot. A little too far. Right on Tenet, though. Flash catches Boke. Carson taking it down. Winning Aftermath 4-2. I will put up the stats here. There it is. You can pause the screen to look at those. Looks like we will be going to a map 3. Looks like we are gonna have another rehost here, so we are gonna go to another quick break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Prepare to die. Prepare to die. Prepare to die. Prepare to die.
Wow.
welcome back in to Sand for map number 3. This is Mayhem's map pick. We are waiting on one more player on Flashbanger side. Our first OBJ will be the southern kind of office building OBJ. Kind of an interesting one. A lot of smokes could get you in this building. There's 4 entrances, 4 normal sized doors, lots of appliances and stuff. If they get control of the outside of this building, this could be very dangerous for flashbangers. So you have to have a very good defense on this one. Otherwise, nades and flashes could really take out a lot of people if they're all just sitting up in that room. It looks like we're going to have a sub up for flashbangers. No zone jumping in for flashbangers. Same rosters for Mayhem, though. We will go over them one more time. We got Ghost, Peas, Haywire, James, and Marksman on Mayhem. And then on Flashbangers, we got Tenant, Raz, No Zone, Darren, and Bub. And those will be our lineups for map number 3, Sand. No Zone, kind of a more aggressive player. Interesting choice to bring him in. This is kind of a more medium map. You definitely can get those longer angles, but you could also really go super fast and play super tight corners or get that drop shot or jiggle peek on members in this. Looks like we are going to be getting right into it, though. Here we go, round 1 of map 3.
I thought there was only 2.
Here we go. Here's the uplink room.
That's a good one there. But they flash in here, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Raz and Bub staying inside. Will the rest go up on the roof? No Zone sitting in a kind of interesting spot, open spot. He can't see that door, though. Good angle there. Looks like they will not go through that door. It is kind of a more open spot. No Zone should rotate. Otherwise, he could get caught. Very exposed there on that ladder. Looks like James Boak and Peas opting in for a south push kind of behind uplink. Tenant does take out Marksman in the meantime. Marksman getting taken out within the first 50 seconds there. Beautiful pick from Tenant. Very understandable, though. Tenant is very far off uplink. He did make it all the way to that north side of the map. That could end up being really good for flashbangers or really bad, because right now they only have 2 people in uplink building, and getting back there before a cap comes out is not very easy. No Zone can be seen from this wall here, and then a couple flashes could really break apart this defense for the flashbangers. James rotating, though, could maybe look for a pick on Tenant or Darren. Never mind, Darren takes him out. Beautiful pick from Darren, making this a 3v5. They really do have to watch out for Peace here, though. Nozone is still so exposed. Peace making almost no audio. If he gets in there and takes out these 2 flashbanger players, this could be really bad. Bub kind of watching that long angle on the door, along with Raz watching this door, except Raz can only see if he comes inside the door. Bub hears Peas. Another nade comes out, and they know he's there. Nozo takes out Ghost. He's had a nade on him. Bub escapes just in time though, and it's all left up to Haywire. Unfortunate push here for Mayhem. Really had that opportunity to pick apart Flashbanger's defense, having only 2 people on uplink. However, just couldn't quite get him. Took out that tablet, making the click. Bub heard that and really took advantage of it. Tenet finishing off a kill there. Could get spotted by Haywire, or vice versa. Haywire is looking for him. Tenet sees him. There's no way Tenet doesn't see him. Tenet just looked at him, and looks like he took his tablet. He will get that pick though. Flashbangers take round 1 on sand. Looks like there might have been a technical issue on Mayhem's side. Apparently, Oak's fire alarm went off in his dorm. Kind of an unfortunate turn of events, and that's why he dropped out for that 1 round, making Mayhem play a 4v5 there, I think. I think that was a 4v5 on 1 round there. So, kind of unfortunate there, but they did get James Boken to sub in. Looks like we have Dove and Voids cheering for Mayhem. Phenom jumping in, Oaks jumping in. It looks like do a chat getting kind of active there. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. We will be on the same OBJ this time with Mayhem defending. We'll see if they have a little bit of different defense here. This is a very difficult one to defend, but let's see. We're gonna get right into it.
Shit over the top. Don't try to, James. Don't try to throw a nade over and blow yourself up. Okay.
Good call out from Peas, because this you cannot get through this sunroof. Looks deceiving. Ooh, Peas and Ghost moving out quick.
Quick east, quick east.
Calling out the push. Good call out there. How did that not catch no zone right next to him? I mean, wow. Beautiful nade. Doesn't quite catch him though. Oh, so unfortunate for Mayhem.
Watch out, guy in the garage.
Raz takes out James. Beautiful kill. Ozone getting that rotation. Ghost moving on from the spot there. Bub taking out Peas. Mayhem's already down to 3. Wow. Really getting taken out quick there. Looks like Marksman is the only one on the uplink. No zone getting Haywire. And it's only left up to Ghost and Marksman. It's a 2v5. Ghost getting that pick on Bub. Making it 2v4 now. A little more doable. Someone did get hit. Still alive though.
They're not in, are they?
Marksman.
No. One's outside.
Darren getting that pick on Ghost. It's all stuff with Marksman. They're going for a cap. Oh my god, Darren gets the cap. Oh no. Mayhem going down 3-0. Oh, what a cap from Darren. What a turn of events here on sand. Marksman, last one left up in that room. And, man, it is just so hard to defend this uplink when you're last up. And he does get flashed. And Flashbangers manages to get the cap. And they're only one round away from knocking the 1 seed out. Mayhem. Mayhem down 0-3. In match point situation here. Not good for Mayhem. Really unfortunate that Marksman didn't quite hit Darren there when he was getting that cap. And just so close. Beautiful cap from Darren though. I mean, wow. Flashbangers really pulling the upset. We'll see if they can hold on though. Mayhem has made comebacks before. So, Flashbangers defends. It's kind of a more open OBJ. Probably a little bit easier to defend though, due to only like 4 entrances here. And you kind of can cover a ball pretty easily with just a few spots.
Weak in the middle. Remember that. Weak in the middle.
Raz looking for a nice spot on OBJ. Looks like he will go sit behind those boxes there. Mayhem starting to push up through this middle area. Ghost
I'm middle roof, teammate middle roof.
getting on the middle roof. Good call out there, making sure no team kills happen. And Flashbangers' hearts must be pumping here. Just 1 round away from knocking out Mayhem, the number 1 seed in the OCML tournament for Uplink here. And I don't think anybody expected this upset. James going for a rotation. Darren hears him. Could get caught here. Flash coming out from Darren. A nade from Boke. Doesn't quite catch Darren though. Boke gets taken out by a nade. And Ghost is downed. What a nade from Darren. Taking out 2 Mayhem members there. Not looking good for Mayhem. They will get that res though, making this back to a 4v5. Darren's still watching that angle. Kind of switched up a little bit though. He is exposed to Ghost if he peeks that, and he will get caught by Ghost, making this a 4v4. Beautiful pick. No zone. Left covering the southern entrance. He does make a rotation, trying to defend that southwest. He's very close to uplink. And as Raz said earlier, Flashbanger center is kind of weak here, so they really do have to hang tight. Nade from Peas. Oh, a little short. Unfortunate there. Haywire. Taking out No Zone. And it's a 4v3. Mayhem is back in it. Nade coming out. That clears those staircase.
There's one southwest corner.
Tenet throwing a nade. Doesn't get out of the courtyard though.
I missed him with mine. Here, do you have another?
You darling. You better move.
He's going for a cap. Oh my god. Peas types in the digits, gets the cap, and Mayhem is back in it. It's 2-3. What a cap from Peas. Really taking advantage from that distraction in the southwest and coming up those southern staircases into the uplink courtyard. Peas just runs in right past Raz, or right where Raz was looking earlier, and runs to uplink, types in those 7 digits, and gets that cap. Puts Mayhem right back in it. They will be on the Volk round next. Could tie it up with a Volk win, making a Marsoc all they have to win. Wow, what a comeback from Mayhem. Really putting that back in there. They really needed that cap there. And what a job from Peas. Flashbangers. Suspense getting to them a little bit, it seems. Could still very well take this. They got at least 2 more chances here. So they gotta win the Marsoc or hold the Volk against Mayhem. So it will be the same uplink. They have just as much of a chance to cap on it as Mayhem does. So we'll see if they can do that.
My radio, so I'm gonna you want me to check the close angle?
I'm sprinting for the far angle. So like just
No, who's watching this middle one? Middle entrance here.
Fine.
And there she is. You don't need to go out the back. You'll get killed. Oh, okay.
Haywire finding a good spot. Kind of tucking in here. That is a pretty nice spot. You can't see all the way there. And you do have somebody. You have Boat covering the other end along with Peas. Good coverage here. It looks like their middle is a little weak though. A 3-man push going right past Peas here in this along this eastern wall. Peas definitely hears them. No zone. Going to be the first one to make contact. No zone still moving. And that's going to hit No Zone. What a nade from Peas. There's 2 more outside though. Peas could throw a flash over this wall. Tenet takes him out though. trying to run out for that finish. James with a nade, or with a flash, will hit them. Another flash from no zone. Won't quite catch James there. But it is a 5v4 in Flashbanger's favor. They have full control of the southeast here, forcing Haywire to rotate. This could be very dangerous if Darren decides to take that angle. No zone in the open. Taking some pop shots there. He will rotate behind the towers. And this is very dangerous for Mayhem. They need to be very careful that nobody enters through that south entrance. Bub and No Zone have made their way all the way back there.
They're on the south building.
No Zone gets taken out. A flash will hit Bub. It's a 4v4. Another flash. Haywire takes him out. Beautiful pick. And that south push is shut down just like that. Man. 4v3. Nade from Raz. Doesn't quite catch anybody. And nade from Ghost. Almost catches Raz. Not quite though. Tenet sneaking up through this tunnel. Could get caught by Marksman if he's not careful. Ooh, that nade is close to James. Tenet takes him out with the HG frag. Marksman takes out Darren. Marksman's last up. This is not good for Mayhem. Pennant, not quite sure where to go. Marksman with good angles on the crosses here. Last up for Mayhem. It's all up to him. It's a trade! Flashbangers take it! And they're moving on. Mayhem getting beat by Flashbangers. What a map. Flashbangers moving on to the finals for OCML Uplink. Wow. What a map from Flashbangers, securing their spot in the OCML Uplink Finals, eliminating the #1 seed Mayhem, going up against whoever wins the other matchup in Uplink here for OCML in the semifinals. What a match. And I mean, Mayhem barely making that comeback on the hook, down 3-1, stays in it, makes the comeback, and then Flashbangers controlling Aftermath, really securing that win, and going up 3-0 on Sand. Then Mayhem secures the cap, getting back in it. Then Flashbangers just takes that Marsoc round, and wins it, and they are moving on against whoever wins versus Star versus Firewall. I did cast a match between Star and Firewall just a few days ago. Very recent match. So that will be a great matchup between those two teams. Make sure you guys go tune in to whoever is casting that one later this week, along with the two people who will be probably casting the two assault matches in OCML. Don't miss out, and good night.